Good evening, everyone. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Hope everybody's having a nice evening. Okay. I wanted to show a few things before I start working. I went to Savers. Now, I've been calling it my local thrift store, but I did a little research and Savers is national, and I didn't know that. So, I like going there because my local Savers supports the Epilepsy Foundation, and my nephew has epilepsy, so I got this cute little sewing basket. It says Sewing Mends the Soul. I love this. I just got a big one for my craft room. This one I thought that I would fill it up, and this one looks like it might need some strings glued on here too, so it doesn't flop. I don't like it flopping like that, but that's all right for now. I had my grandsons and my granddaughter over last Friday, and my grandson was in here working at the desk that pulls out of my craft cabinet behind me, and he was playing with my threads. He likes like matching up the colors, and he was stacking them on top of each other, and he was having a blast with them. The other thing he liked to do, he was unraveling them, and then he was raveling them back up again. So I'm like, hey, kept him busy. It's fine. It's not going to hurt thread. So, and then I showed him. He goes, what's this little box, Nana? It was in the cabinet. I said, it's a sewing box. And I said, you can put the threads in there if you want. So he was just throwing the threads in and stacking them in there. Look at this beautiful silver one I found. That one's going in my sewing bag. It's going to go to my daughters with me. When I do little birds out of, collaged birds out of scraps of cloth, I have some gold thread, but now I have silver. I think I bought this when I made the overdress for my daughter's wedding, and it just turned out not to be the right thread. So it's brand new. I don't even think I used it. I probably tried it and it just didn't work. So that one I'm going to keep out because I want to put that in my sewing bag. Isn't this adorable? And it has this little magnetic latch on it. And my grandson is like, Nana, I can't, why is it closing like that? And I'm like, it's a magnet. And then he was like, oh, I get it. And then he was playing with that for a while. This cost me $2.99. I'm amazed. It's just adorable. I love it. Well, here comes the price. I don't need that on there. I just think it's cute. It's going to go in my bedroom. I have so much sewing stuff that I could fill this up with, sewing stuff with no problem at all. Let me show you a few of the other things that I got. These are for sewing. This is tape measure ribbon that you can stitch in a needle book. And I think it goes to from 1 to 12. You could use 1 to 6. You could use 6 to 12. It's still 6 inches, so that's fine. It doesn't have to be exact, but there's quite a bit on here. I think there's 10 yards. 10 yards, and I think it was only like $5 or $6, but that's a lot of ribbon for $5 or $6. So I'm thrilled with that. I've watched other people make needle books, and I love when they use this. So I'm like, I'm going to use that too. I like it. So that can go there. And then these are, you use these to mark on material. And they disappear. You don't have to heat them. You don't have to wet them. The color stays on for a certain amount of time, and then it disappears. So if you're drawing something and you stitch, by the time you finish stitching, it's disappeared. I really didn't feel like I needed this many, but this is how many it came with, and this was very cheap too. But I've always wanted some of these so I can transfer some patterns onto material. I'm going to try them out and see how they work. I'll let you know. Then I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday. And you know how I love to make journals out of Dollar Tree gift bags. Well, look at this one. It says Mom on it, but I can cover that, no problem. Look at those flowers. And it has gold. This is beautiful. It's a little bigger than what I normally get, but when I fold this up, a lot of that's going to be used to stabilize the book. So I'll end up folding it like this. I'm not going to fold it all the way down right now because I don't know exactly how big I want it, but it's going to be like that. And then I will cover the spine and everything, but I'll make sure I cover this so you can't see it, because I usually put lace, and you would be able to see that through there, so I will cover that. With flowers, I have extra flowers like this that I'll just cover it. Those are wall decals that I get. So speaking of wall decals, I got this wall decal. It doesn't match that pattern. I do have some flowers that do match that pattern, but I thought this was really pretty. I've never seen this there before. And there's, you know, there's enough there where you could use this. If you cut this out and you layered it, you could use that for a journal cover. And I would cut some more of it out and kind of, you know, piece it together to make a bigger image. That would be beautiful. So I got that. The last thing I wanted to show you. Well, I have one more thing after this. I swore that I wouldn't buy any more paper packs. This one was, let's see, it's made by the Paper Studio. It's called Neutral 75. Neutral. Oh, 75 sheets. But this is a neutral paper pack, and it was originally $13.99. I got it for $4.99. But what it is the paper that I get, a lot of times the plain paper, it's too bright. I love these colors because they're, look at them, they're more muted. I will use these like crazy. And it has all the beautiful greens, and look at all those different greens. Those are my favorite. This is a little bright, but I can still use it. Look at all the greens. And then there's some yellow. That's a little bit bright. And then the orange is fine. I use these for fall journals. And there's some, like a peachy color, pink, rosy. It's more of a mauve color. But they're not, you know, really dark at all. They're very kind of in the middle of the road, which I love. And some of these brighter ones, I'll just use those in like a gratitude journal or garden journal. So that's great. Excuse the noise. The other thing I wanted to show you is, excuse me, this is just the stencil book that I had, those stencils when I was doing the collaging the other day, and it comes with a CD that you can put in a computer. You can put it in a CD-ROM, which I have, that you plug it into your computer and you can actually access, which is good because I have a lot of photos on CDs. I transferred some videos onto CDs, and now CDs are becoming obsolete. So I'm going to have to transfer a lot of my videotapes to digital format at some point. I wanted to read this. This is a comment that I got from one of my most recent subscribers. Her name was at Nefarious_Queen. Says, I've been stuck watching videos, and yours are by far the most detailed and honest videos I've seen. Like honest as in people make mistakes, but you show us what's the best way to do things and the best products to get. And that just made me feel really good that somebody would write a comment like that. It just made me feel so good. I just thought I would let you guys hear that because I don't get that many comments. So when I get a comment like that, I want to make sure that I acknowledge it. All right, so I was going through my craft room, organizing again. And I have these 2 sets of 3 drawers that are in front of my closet here in my craft room. So I went through all 6 drawers, organized everything, pulled out anything that I thought I could use for collage, and I'll show you what I found. Oh, I wanted to show you this first. When we were working yesterday, when I was working on these were envelopes, and this was the inside of the envelope, so I inverted it, and then I turned it into these cool little, kind of like little booklets. I had mentioned that there was some that were made out of flowers that were the same way. And this is what it is. I found these in the drawer. I use these, I'm going to use these for garden journals. Look at this. It's like, why would you put the beautiful paper? I'm going to try to do this without ruining the paper. And this seems to work pretty good. I don't want to rip it too much, but if I have to cover it with washi tape, I will. Let's see if I can just pull it open. Yep. And then I'll do that on the other side. This doesn't, ooh, I don't know. We'll see. I'll try this side. I mean, it's glued, so something's going to happen here. It doesn't want to be unglued. It's an envelope. Usually when you glue it, it stays down and glued. But let's see if I can finagle this a little bit so that it, there we go, undoes. A little bit more. So I think though, when I fold it back, I don't think you're going to be able to see that. So that was the outside. And how boring is that? But look at this. Yeah, see, when I fold it and glue it, you're not even going to see where I just tore that. I love these. Now, I can use these as envelopes in my journal where I'll show you. Let me get a piece of paper. You can put it over your page like this. And this becomes a tuck spot. And the other side, you cut it open and it's an envelope. You know, it's a pocket. Look how beautiful that is. Why would you waste that inside of an envelope like that? I have a few of them. I think I have like 4 or 5 more. I'm going to invert all of them. And then I could turn these into the same thing I did last night. Look at, I can make some cute little books to go into my gardening journal. Make some little tags, stick them up there, cut them open, put little journaling cards in there, and then put some washi tape on there. Put a focal point just like I did with these. These are adorable. I love these. All right, so I just thought I would show you that. That'll be something I'll work on later. Okay, so I wanted to show you what I found in the drawer. Oh, sorry for the noise. That was terrible. Some of these Dollar Tree containers, they're really hard to open, and they make a lot of noise. This is a little tiny collage kit that I had put together to make these little, this is a journal card, this little tag. They're so cute. I had a bunch of little tiny things, and I'm like, what am I ever going to do with these? I think it was like a Tim Holtz thing that I bought by mistake. I thought they were like a normal size ephemera. Turns out they were like miniature, and I'm like, oh great, what am I going to do with these? And then, so this is a bunch of Tim Holtz stuff. So I was using it for collage. And then these, let's see, what are these? This is a Tim Holtz. This is Tim Holtz. Oh, these are just little, they look like cards. But these would be great. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper. Just a small piece. These would be great just to put in the middle of a piece of cardstock. And you could back it, or you could just write right on it, and you've got yourself like a little journal card, or a tag, or whatever you want to turn it into. That's cute. So that I have a bunch of those. I cut those out of a book, and there's tons of them. So those would make really nice little cards. So I put those in there. Let's see, there's a whole bunch. What's this? Are these plain ones? There's some plain ones. That's fine. You can decorate them. Yeah, so I thought this was a great way to use up these little images. We can turn these all into little cards, you know, like journal cards, tags. And then I found these. These are vellum stickers. Oh, and there's just a butterfly. Vellum stickers. I bought a bunch of these too. Never use them. Let's use them. So I put them in there. So this is like a tiny little collage kit. And then I found some of these pretty little things. I'll use those too. Throw them all in there. So I'm going to keep this little collage kit together. Oops, excuse me. This, a little pair of scissors. There's some washi tape in here. Let's see. Believe it or not, when I first started journaling, I didn't have any ink pads. So this is what I used. Makeup. Makeup works really good. Let me see if I can find a little dauber here. It works really good. Let me see if I can do it on the edge here. You can use it to ink things. Why not? It's old. Oops, that has a lot on there. It's just old makeup. But if you smudge it a little, smudge it around the edge, it just adds a little bit of color. Do around the edges. I can use a different color if I want. There's 4 different colors in this, so you've got a choice. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. So that's what I used to do because I didn't have any inks. I have plenty of ink. Oh, by the way, so I'll keep that too. I'm going to reuse it and use it up. I don't think that's the right way. I think it goes this way. Is that right? Maybe I should keep a dauber with that, huh? But for right now, I wanted to show you these. I'll put this off to the side. These are the little tiny Tim Holtz things that I bought. I was like, when I got this set, I was very upset. I was thinking, but then again, it was probably my fault. I didn't read. I bought it on Amazon. I didn't read the description because I'm sure it would have said, you know, these are miniature ephemera pieces. I thought they were all going to be like big ones. Look at how tiny these are. They're so small. But I decided I'm going to use some of these little tiny things to make cards. So I want to show you what I use for that. This is what I did. I had gone to Lowe's or Home Depot. I don't know which one. And I got some colors that I thought would go good with these. I glued them onto some backing paper. So you cut them out and they're already, you know, backed. And you just decorate them. And they come out adorable. How cute are those? They took a while to do, but it was fun. I was doing it while I was watching TV. And it's not something, I feel like collage, you don't have to think that much about it. You know? I mean, when you first start, you do. But once you, you know, do it for a little while, you get used to, you know, figuring out a way to decorate that is pleasing to your eye. As long as you like it. Excuse me, I gotta shut this drawer. It's creaking. Every time I move, it makes a noise. So, this is what I have in my little tiny collage set. And there's, what's this? Each one has different types of things. Like, these are little tiny tickets and stuff. Look how little they are. Oh, gosh. But they do look great on these little things. And there's some more little labels and things. There's one more. Let's see what this is. These might be flowers. They are. So little tiny, tiny flowers. So that's what's in my little collage kit. What's in here? What's this? Oh, this is just a piece of scrapbooking paper, but I thought it was beautiful. It already looks collage, so I don't have to, I just maybe put a label on there and back it, and I've got a journal card. So I'm just going to put those in there. Oops, I've got one that doesn't want to come up. Oh boy, there we go. All right, I'm going to stick him back in here. So this kit is already made. So I'm going to keep it together, and then I'll have it when I want it, but I'm going to keep it all with my collage kit that I've made. Put that in there like that. I can throw a couple in there for samples. That way I have a reference point, you know. Sorry for the noise again. So what I did was I found a bunch of stuff today. Sorry for the glare. I know these bags give you a lot of glare. These are just random things that I'm never going to use them. These came from like Home Depot or Lowe's too. These are those little cards, you know, for paint. But these would be great with that tiny little collage kit that you could collage on this and then glue it on as your focal point in the middle of your journal card. Or you could tear them and use them in a collage strip. These are great, so why not use them? And then these came from a paper pack. They're the middle of some frames, but they're really weird shapes and stuff, so I will just tear these up and use them in collage. Why waste it? You know, it's good paper. It's not cardstock, but it's heavier than regular paper. This is perfect for collage, so that's going in. So I pretty much have filled up both of the boxes for collage now. So there's that. And then I was looking for some butterfly stickers. I found some of those. And then I also found some more stamps. I'm going to take it out of the package because of the glare. And it has bees and botanicals. I'm not going to use the words probably. So glad we're families. Such happy news. I mean, I don't know. Best of luck. Stay wonderful. You're the nicest. You could use those if you were making a card for somebody or something, but I want these. I want the bees and I want the botanicals. So those are going to go in. And then these are, they kind of look like metal. Butterflies, they're not metal. They're plastic, but they look metal. Those are cool. Those would be great on a collage strip. And then I went ahead and I went through all my stamps today. Look at this beautiful one. And this is pansies. Wouldn't that be beautiful to stamp and then paint with like watercolors? But you could also use this on a collage strip. It's never even been used. It's brand new. I have no idea where I got it. Santa Rosa, California, made in the USA. 1999. Wow. It's old, but it's never been used. And it's in perfect condition. And then I have these botanicals. I have a bunch of those. Let's see if I can hold them all up. These two are very similar to each other, but that's all right. These would be great for collage strips, so those are all going in. Let's see what I have here. This is a botanical. These are Celtic designs. I love Celtic designs. Those would be great black on the white background. And then these are kind of cool. This one looks like a Scandinavian heart. There's a black, and they're going to be black. I think they'll look awesome. Black looks great on these. And then this is a cool bee. A little butterfly. I am missing my butterflies. They're probably with a journal in maybe one of the drawers. Not in those drawers because I already checked those. I have a bag of butterfly stamps, and I need to find those. There's another Celtic design. And then this is a cute little bird. I love that. All right, so I think I'm good with stamps, except for my butterflies. I gotta find my butterflies, but I will. I'm making progress, and you're not gonna believe it. I found my vintage photo ink pad. I swear I threw it away. I found it today. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna keep all of this together, and it's going in the collage box. And I think I'm all set with stuff for the collage kits that I made. I'm very happy with those. All right, so this is what I'm going to be working on. I just have a little Dixie cup of water for my dry throat. I've already had coffee today. I've already had Pepsi. I've had juice. I've had enough of all that. So what I want to show you is, these are the cards that we did yesterday. I think they came out beautiful. I'm going to do a short on, I'm going to do a reel on Instagram tonight, and then I'll upload it as a short to YouTube. So what I was looking through those drawers, because I knew I had this. Look at this. This is the paper. It's actually cardstock. These are cards that matches these envelopes. So these cards went into these envelopes, and I found them. I couldn't believe I found them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them in half. I want to show you. Look at this. Slides right in. Now, I could put a tab or something, but I don't think I will. I think they'll be fine. Actually, yeah, you could put them in this way. Doesn't matter. So I need to fold one for each side. So I'm going to have 2 in each one. Like that. So each one will have one of these on each side. It's like a ready-made project. I mean, it's amazing how they fit together. And then what I want to do is I want to make another little tag to go up inside. So again, I'll probably just fold it in half. I've got a whole bunch of them, so I'm going to use them for this. They were sitting in a drawer. I've never used them. So why not use them? All right, I think what I'm going to do is, if I can reach it, I'm going to get my little cutter out. I'm going to put these off to the side. Just going to cut them in half. Right where that line is. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to cut them in half. Oops. So this is it's cardstock, so it's thicker than just paper. So I'm going to have to go another time. Yep, that worked. 2 times is enough. So, now I know I'm cutting this pattern on the edge in half, but I don't care. Let me see if it fits. We might have to trim some more off. Yes, we are going to. So what I'm going to do is just cut. I think I just want that little piece. Let's see. All right, I'm just going to cut that off. Let's start right there. Oh, I didn't even have to go twice that time. I'm just going to use this paper up. I'm tired of keeping things and not using them. So this is definitely a stash buster. I'm all about stash busting right now because I have so much and it just doesn't make any sense not to use it. So look at this. You can just put that right in there. Yeah, I know it's going to cover up the design, but when you take it out, right on it, you can still see the design. That's just part of it. I just think that is beautiful. And then we have these. So what I was thinking of doing with these is I'm going to pull it out. Let me put these off to the side. All right. Let me go ahead and cut this one so that way I have the 2 little tags. And I'm not going to turn them into tags like in the shape of a tag like this. Just because I don't want to pop a hole in it and tie anything because it's going up inside something. This doesn't make sense. This will get in the way. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and make them square. And there's still a little card that you can write on, and that's all that matters. I like to start at the top of the card. Because if you start ahead of it and you pull this to cut it, you're going to jam it into the paper and it's going to dent your paper and it's not going to look good. So I try to be careful with that. I start it right on it like that. Okay, so I'm sorry for the banging. And I can, let me see. I can just go ahead and ink around this. Yeah, that looks nice actually. Just to get rid of that white edge. And then it kind of defines the edge a little bit. And I don't want to, like, you know, ink it too much, but I think that's good. Yeah, so look, that'll go in here. And now I'll ink this one too. This has a little extra on the edge there. It's fine. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll ink that. And I think I am going to go ahead and I'm going to find something to use on this as a little focal point. But we'll do that after. Let's get all the cards done and then we'll decorate. Okay, so let me see. Geez, I could use these little strips for collage, so I'm going to keep those. As I was going through stamps today, I went through all my stamps. I found this cute little pack. I'm sorry for the glare. It's for Easter. It says Happy Easter. There's some little Easter eggs. And there's a little chickie. It says Happy Easter. There's a little flower and a little bird. I'm going to have my grandson, when he comes over before Easter, make a little card for his mom and dad. And we'll stamp it. And then when it dries, he can color it in. He likes to color with colored pencils. So I got that, and I have a bunny one. So, we're ready for Easter. I've got all their Easter baskets ready. I just finished getting the rest of this stuff yesterday. It's going to be a fun one because they're getting a little bit older. I think it'll be fun. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to show you what I'm going to do with these 2 cards. I'm going to move this over. I might need it for this, actually, though. So what I'm going to do, this is some of the tea-dyed paper I did. If you're interested in that, you can go back and look. I think it says coffee and tea dye. I have a playlist. And it just shows me making coffee and tea dyed paper. If you're interested in that kind of thing. I did go ahead and I sharpened 3 pencils with erasers and put them right in front of me so I can't keep saying I can't find a pencil, because guess what? I got a pencil. I got many pencils. I like to use a pencil for this kind of thing, because if you want to erase that little mark, say you don't catch it when you cut it, you can just erase it. But I caught it, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this in. Now that does not look straight to me, so let's get... maybe the bottom wasn't straight. I don't know, but this is thin paper. Very easy to cut. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure this one to this one. It makes it a lot quicker and easier. And then I know they're both going to fit. This paper's a little wonky. I don't know why. It could have shrank from the coffee and tea dye process. That happens. I'll keep that for collage. I'm keeping everything for collage. Oh my goodness. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink the edges of this too. Why not? It makes it look cool. I like it. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Just lightly around the edges. And if a little bit goes over, that's okay too. It just defines the edges. There's no top or bottom for these. It doesn't matter. Because I pretty much cut off. If there was a top, it's gone. Because I cut it. Yeah, that looks better. A little wonky. And then I'm just going to ink it up. So I hope everybody's having a nice evening. I had a very good day today. I got emails done. I got phone calls done. I didn't go out at all today. I kind of just took the day to relax a little bit. And then I went through my craft room looking for certain things so that I'd be able to do more projects. And I found stuff for other projects. So I've got some projects lined up next to me over here that I'm just going to work my way through. I'm working on that 100-day craft, that project for 2025. See, that'll look nice. I think we'll just go ahead and get the glue book out and just glue this on. This is just paper going onto cardstock. I think glue stick should just be fine for that. Yep, I'm just going to glue it down. I like the look of this. It's not overly stained. Like, I just like to knock some of the white off of the paper. I do that with a lot of my paper. Some of it I want it to look like that, but most of the time I just want it to be just a little bit of color on it. Let's get the burnisher out. Spread that glue. See, now this needs a little bit more in the corner. Get that glue on there. That should be fine. If you see the corner coming up, put a little bit of glue on there. That looks good. So now this is like a little booklet that you can write in. And then at some point, maybe I'll get some stamps out and put a couple of little stamps inside or something. I don't know, but for now, I just want to do this part. So this one's done. I'm putting it right inside. I'm going to put this over so you can see. It just slips right in there. Look at that. And it matches the color of the paper. It's a set, so of course it matches. I'm so thrilled with that. All right, let's see. Let's take the other one out. And we'll line that too. All right, did I already do? Yeah, I just... Oh, I did that one. I still have to do more paper. All right, so... Yeah, so I guess what you need is 2 pieces for each. Oh, I didn't glue it down. I'm wondering if I should just leave it like a card. No, I think I want you to be able to write on both sides. Oh, that was me not finishing what I started. Which side do I like better? I think I like the other side better. So, lots of glue. The other thing I could do is just a tiny bit of art glitter glue in the corner, just to hold that corner down. And I go in a little bit because if you don't, and you push that glue out, it's just going to come all out, all over. I'm just reusing this thing from yesterday. I mean, if you let it dry, you can reuse these things quite a bit. All right, let's try to match it up. Okay, so, oh, that's a little bit wonky. And because you're using glue stick, you can move it a little bit. And then just re-stick it down before it dries, because it's going to dry quickly with that art glitter glue. So let's get our burnisher, spread that glue out. And if there's a little wrinkle like right there, if you push on it, pushes all the air right out. Okay, so now I see a little bit of of that corner coming up. Just glue it down. Let's check the other corners. Yep. The corners always want to come up. Look at this one. That's just the way it is with paper. The corner always wants to come up. So you just got to glue it down. Now that looks really good. I definitely think that I'm probably gonna, I think what I might want to do is a little stamping session. I went through all of my stamps and it kind of got me thinking, and I found all those ink pads, and I have a bunch of paper that I've already cut out for stamping. It's like a little basket full of it. Oh, you know, as I'm crafting, oh God, I'm getting stuff everywhere. I'm keeping little pieces of paper for certain things. So I think I'm going to do like a little stamping session. So when I do that, I might go ahead and put a little stamp on each one of these. All right, where's my other one? I got to go ahead and do the paper inside. So this is just a process video. It just shows you how to go about finishing off a project. I mean, we started it yesterday, but it wasn't complete. So when I finished them, I've photographed the little booklets, the inside and the outside, but now I'm probably going to photograph these little cards that I've lined so that you can write. So there we go. There's those. This is pretty straightforward. Let me move some of this stuff. I'm making a mess. But that's what happens when you're crafting. You make a mess. All right. It's fun, though. All right. Where's my little inker? Sometimes I just think this is easier than using a dauber, especially if you're just doing the edges like this. Sometimes a dauber will put way too much ink on, and I only want the edges to be defined. That's it. I'm not going crazy with the ink, which I do sometimes, but not right now. I just want it to be subtle. Okay, let's do the other one. And we got another booklet done. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so, like I said, there's no top or bottom on this. This one has a little too much, so I'm going to glue that. I'll flip it over, and then you won't see so much ink. I think I said glue, but I meant ink. Plenty of glue. I wish I had done more of this paper. I looked through. I have my ephemera holder that I turned into a tea dye, coffee dye holder. It's got all that paper that I did. I made so much of it, and it all fit in there beautifully. It's right at the top of my desk on the left. I can just reach right over and grab any kind of paper that I need to back things, or but I only had a few of these papers. I wish I had done more. There's some more of these, but they have a lot of inking on them. They look kind of grungy, and that's not really the look I'm going for with this. Yep, that's fine. Let's do this one. Just check to see which side you want. Yep. All right. I did find some things in my craft room that when I'm watching TV later, I can just sit and cut out. I can fussy cut some things so I'll be ready for other projects. I like to do that and prep things ahead of time. I'm a preschool instructor, so I've spent many hours prepping things ahead of time for different projects and things. So this kind of is right up my alley, doing these YouTube videos and, planning and preparing projects is something that I am very used to doing. So I think it's probably very difficult for people that are just starting out that don't know how to plan and prep. So I think I'm fortunate in that respect that I have experience with that. And it makes it easier for me because that's something I'm used to doing. All right, so that one's done. Look at that. I can tap them in if I don't want to see this side, but it's fine. You can just reach right. These are loose enough where you can reach right in. Oh, I just love that. Okay. I think we'll just go ahead and we'll make the tags and the little cards for each one, and then I'll go back if we have time and maybe we can find some flowers for each one. All right, so I have more over here. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to do 2 cards for the sides, and then I'll cut my tags. This is nice weight paper, and look at the beautiful marbling. That's pretty. You see that kind of paper a lot on end papers inside books, especially older books. Okay, here's another one that I guess I'll just use this one for the tag, and these will be for the cards. All right, so let's just go ahead and let's see, we'll just cut it like I did before. That one in the middle I needed to do more than once. And I'm just cutting the edge off. That's all I'm doing. So that it's just a plain card. Okay, sometimes this thing can be fiddly. All right, let's see. I don't want to take more off than I need to. I'm just trying to get rid of that. There we go. And I'll use those little strips for collage. Those will be like neutral ones. All right, so I'm just going to go right ahead into inking after I cut each one, so I'm ready to go. See, now I'm getting used to the process here. It makes it a lot easier. Okay, so I'll put that one in here. And we'll do the next one. All right. I was looking through a little cabinet that I have in the corner. I was looking for this stationery stuff. It turns out I thought it was with my envelopes, but it wasn't. It was in the drawer with the flip-flop journal stuff. Because this is definitely something you could use in a flip-flop journal. It just goes well with that style of book. I found my my flower presses. I don't know if anyone remembers from when I was working on my prayer journal. I had found a card in my dad's wallet, and it said, Saint Teresa, pray for us. And my name is Teresa, and Teresa means little flower. Well, it used to have a dried flower in it. He had carried that card in his wallet for 32 years. That made me feel really special. So the flower had fallen off, and I was looking in my flower press for a pretty little flower to put on there. Unfortunately, I did those flowers years ago, and they've just been sitting in there. And I didn't do a very good job. And I didn't label them, so I don't even know what kind of flowers they are. So I didn't find anything there. So I might just use a little silk flower and glue it in that spot on the card, just so it looks pretty. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do more of these. I'll just do one, and then we just cut them to match, and it makes it go very quickly. All right, so I think I might go ahead and do the next one like that too, because they're all the same. They're all the same dimensions. All right, so, and then I'll cut them, and those will be ready to go. All right, you gotta match up the line. And you also have to make sure that your paper is against that there's a little lip on there that you match. You put the end of your paper on, and if your paper is straight, you'll have a nice straight cut. If your paper is not straight, you'll have a crooked cut. All right, what am I looking for? Scissors. I just want to trim it up so that these will be the exact same size. All right. Okay, so those are ready, and then I'll just do these, same thing. So now I'm kind of on a roll here. Just getting it done. All right, so we'll just match those up. All right, I was hoping somebody would comment on one of my videos. First time ever since I started my channel, it's been less than a year since I started this channel, that I did 3 videos in one day. I gotta get my glue stick, sorry. It wouldn't be a video if I didn't drop something, especially my glue stick or my art glitter glue. I do it every single video. I uploaded 3 videos last night. I can't even believe it. Never done that before. I was supposed to go over to see my grandkids, my grandsons yesterday, but they were sick. So I took advantage of that after I got my errands run. Oops, see, I got a little too much right there. Doesn't matter because I'll just flip it over. And now there's not enough ink on this side, so I'll go back and this will be the side that I use. So I went ahead and I did 3 videos yesterday. I don't know if I'll ever do 3 videos again in a day. But it was a challenge, and I was very proud of myself that I was able to do that. And I got them all uploaded, too. And then I also chose playlists so that if you go onto different playlists, you'll be able to see those videos that are related to those playlists. So I'm getting better at doing stuff like that. And I usually do a short. No, it's a reel on Instagram, and then I upload it as a short on YouTube. And that way when people on Instagram see that, it leads them to my YouTube channel, just like my subscriber giveaway did. And then if they want to watch the video on the pictures that they see, they can just go to my channel. I usually use a clickable link, and it takes you right to my YouTube channel. I'm getting better at that stuff too. It's you know, it's complicated, but it's fun, and I enjoy it. My brother is coming over this weekend to help me with my file organization, storage, moving my videos and related photos onto a hard drive, not keeping everything on my devices, because my iPhone, my iPad, and my MacBook Pro, all these videos and photos are eating up all the memory. So I need to figure out file management. And he's a web designer. He knows computers inside and out. And he's been working on a Mac for years. So I'm really excited for him to come over. I'm going to be writing down notes and writing down everything he says so that I can figure out how to do this stuff more efficiently and do a better job than I'm doing. I mean, I think I'm doing a pretty good job, but there's definitely room for improvement. And then he said after he shows me how to do all that, he's going to show me how to edit videos a little bit, just a little at a time. I can't learn it all in one day, so he'll show me a few things that I want to do. I'm going to write down, like if I want to pop in a photo of something that I'm talking about, I'll be able to do that. Or if I want to add a little bit of a video clip to show something, I would like to be able to do that. Instead of playing music in the background like I do, I can add music to my videos. He's going to show me all that. All right. My husband made dinner tonight. He made a delicious stir-fried chicken. Oh my goodness, it was so good. I was so happy because I didn't want to cook. I'm tired after yesterday, all those videos, but And I was very pleased that I was able to go through my room. I got all the kids' toys put back in the closet in my craft room. And you know, every single time I do that, I always forget one thing. And I did it again. I forgot my granddaughter's little seat that she sits at my dining room table when she comes over. But that's all right. I still have room in there for that. So there's that one. Now that's going to go in here. Now some of these are a little tighter than others, so if I have to, oh, that should be fine. Let's see, I got to open it a little bit more. So if you squeeze the ends together, it opens it a little for you. Look at that. Pop right in there. This one's sticking out a little bit more than the others, but I don't mind it. I think I put too much glue right up there. And, oh, what? It's sticking inside. Oh, let me get my handy little metal file, and I can open that corner up a little. That's what the problem is. And now this should fit right in there. Let's see. It's still catching. Oh, I've got to get in there with this and open that up a little bit more. I don't want to rip it, but I do want to open it up more. I've got to open that up a little bit more. All right, so hopefully that will work. And if it sticks out a little bit, I'm going to leave it. Yeah, that's great. Look at that. Oh, and this little tag. I didn't tuck it up there, but if you tuck it up into the corner, this one's a little tight too right here. Let's get this. This thing works great. I love it. I use this so much for straightening things out. Yeah. That's great. Okay, a little bit too tight right there. All right, let's see if that pops right up inside there. Might be too much glue right there too. This is kind of what happens when you're crafting. Sometimes you gotta do a little bit of a little surgery on it. And look at this. This is coming up. So let's get that art glitter glue right there. Squeeze it and it will spread right up there. Perfect. That'll be good. All right, let's see. I have trouble putting that pin in all the time. See the hole. Okay, yeah, see, that's better. All right, so we gotta finish the other one. Where's the other one? Right here. And I already have my paper ready. I just gotta ink it, glue it on, and then we only have one more to go. So, I think this one was a fun project. I think tomorrow I want to, like I said, I want to do a stamping video because I have a lot of different journals I want to work on. So if I can make a bunch of little stamped things that I can use, why not? And then I'll have a choice, like all of those words that I had stamped out and cut out. Those work beautifully in that whole collage process. So I think it'll just be nice to have a bunch of stamped things ready to go. And then I'm also going to go through all of my inks, and I'm going to try them out. And if they're not working right, and they don't have any ink left, I'm tossing them out. I do have to look on Amazon. I would like to get some inks to refill some, but I only want the basic colors. I don't want, 15 different colors. I only want like 5. Too many choices sometimes. It kind of curbs your creativity when you have too many choices of things, because then you're just like, I can't make a decision. So if you limit your craft supplies to only what you need for that particular thing, I think that needs to come down just a little bit more. There we go. It just makes it easier. And I don't care that there's a little bit of ink. That kind of, it's fine. Just adds character as far as I'm concerned. All right, so that one's good. Oh, I feel like I need to get under here with our glitter glue. Right under there. Yep, just right there. Spread it out. When you coffee and tea dye paper, it definitely, it gets warped and it gets kind of wrinkly. That's fine. Okay, let's do this one, and that one's done. Which side do I want? All right. Okay. I think it's raining again tonight. I can hear it like I did last night. I didn't know it was going to rain so much this week. But we can always use the water. I'm not complaining. We need water. We have not gotten a lot of snow this year, so this is, you know, we need it. Okay, let's see if that one... Here we go. I definitely want to do a stamp in the corner or a little flower or something. But for right now, this is great. I'm gonna... Okay, let's see how this one fits. Oh, no, see, that one's stuck too. I think I must have put too much glue inside last night. I got a little crazy with the glue. Yep. All right, I don't want to push on it too hard because then I'll rip it. But I do want to loosen it up a little. Oh yeah, I can see it loosening up. Okay. Yeah, it's a little extra glue right there. Okay, let's see if that works. I think these are so cute. I've never seen anyone make these before. Oh, that one's sticking way out. I don't know what I did in there. But you can always fix it. It's right here where I put too much glue. Okay. I get heavy-handed with the glue. That one's sticking way out. So you know what I might do with that one? I'm just going to cut it. Who cares? I don't think anybody's going to care. Especially me. Okay. I need to go through the other side. Okay. Did it come off? Nope. Guess what? Time for scissors. Oh, it's almost off, but that's all right. And I'm going to pop that in there. It should be fine. It's always a way to fix things when you're crafting. Don't get stressed out over things. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. So that one's done. Got one more. So what we're going to do is we'll fold the two cards. I'm glad I had a bunch of this. I enjoyed making these. Okay, so there's those two cards. And then I need one more that I can cut in half and make the little tags. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this page because it's getting gluey. Put that there. Okay, there's those. There's this one. I'm not going to bother keeping these. I'll keep that handy because I may need it again. That other one might be stuck too, so we'll find out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just, oops, it's catching my lights. Let's see. I'll just cut it in half. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to move over. So, let's see. Oh, that was just one cut. That was great. All right, so these I will keep. I am excited about the next time I go to collage. I have so much stuff. I probably have enough to collage for a year. That's crazy. But you know what'll happen? I'll find other ways to use this stuff. I'll think of different things as I'm working. So there's one. I think I'll just go ahead and ink it, and I'll be ready to go with that. Okay. And now cut this one. Hold on one second, please. All right, I'm going to see if I can put a little bit of music on. There we go. I don't like to sit in silence. It was nice today. I was working in here and I had I love Celine Dion. I had Celine Dion radio going on Pandora. I love it. So sad that condition that she has. I think they finally figured it out though, and that she's doing better. I was so sad for her because she has an amazing voice. And she's already been through enough losing her husband. Okay, so where's my last one here? So we'll just go ahead. Let's see if these, oh, that one went right in. Let's see about this one. Yeah, I don't have to do that now. Those look good. Okay, so now we just have to okay, do I have another piece of that paper? Don't tell me I ran out. Oh, I'm gonna have to, excuse me, I'm gonna have to grab some more paper. Let's see what we got. I love that I can just reach over and grab for paper. I've got tons of paper, but like I said, I might have to use a different paper. It's okay. I'll just use this. That'll be fine. It is what it is. What I'm going to do, though, is go ahead and I'm going to cut off the top. Like that. Oh, I did not like that at all. Let's try another one. I feel like this, I'm going to cut that with a scissors. I feel like the blade on that little cutter might be getting dull. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is measure it, and then we'll measure it against each other. Don't know if I'm going to have enough. I'm going to have to find some more. Let's get rid of that. Look at that. It like shredded it. It looks terrible. All right. All right, where's my pencil? They don't have to be exact. It's fine. I really wish I had done more of that paper. If I had known, I would have. I think I'm going to move this over a little bit. Oh, this is one of those erasers that leaves a mark. I don't like that. Oh. Well, guess what? I'm going to have to cut that off. But I also want to cut this off because it's kind of ripped on the side. Sometimes when you do coffee and tea dyeing, the paper, the way you handle it, sometimes it rips. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this. Make sure it's straight. I think I'm just going to cut it with the scissors. see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come in a little bit more, which is fine because that way I'll cut off that pencil mark. And then let's see. Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna have to cut this. All right. I forgot. It doesn't like this paper. That's weird. It could be because it's been coffee or tea dyed. The texture of the paper has changed. And the fibers in the paper are different. All right, so is that one good? I think it could just a little teeny bit. All right, and then I see a little bit right there. It's gotta come off. All right, let's use this to cut the next one. Getting glue all over me. That's what happens when you're crafting. So I watched this woman. Her name is she calls herself Possum Patty. Her channel is just journaling, and she makes like so many journals. It's crazy. She works in like 10 different journals at once. Like she just goes from one to another, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But she does some really cool books. She does a lot of real junk journals. Like she makes it out of trash and stuff. It's really cool. But what I was gonna say is she uses a flower press for her garden, you know, for her flowers in her garden. But she labels things, like, so she knows what they are. Because I didn't do that, so I have no clue what I dried. Some of it looks very pretty, though, and I think I'm going to laminate some of the flowers and then make little specimen cards out of them. Use them in my garden journal. All right, so just going to go ahead and ink this up. This isn't as stiff as the other paper, so I got to be careful. It'll over ink because it moves. See, it already did that. But that's okay. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead and ink this one and then just glue them down. And then those are done. There we go. So I went ahead, I wanted to tell everybody, I went ahead and I mailed out my subscriber giveaway prizes yesterday. And the woman that won, her name is Jessie Miller. And she has a channel called Jessie Journals and Unboxes. That's the name of her channel. So if you're interested in going over to her channel, check her out. I did check the tracking on that today, and it said, I think I've already said this earlier, I'm not sure, that it should arrive by Saturday. So she's going to let me know when she gets it. And I'll be thrilled to know how she liked it and everything. I did add a few extra things in that I didn't put on my video, so hopefully she'll like that. All right, let's go ahead, and I think I'm just gonna lift this up so I can see what I'm doing. I do want to leave a little bit on the side there. Okay, so let me get my burnisher. Now that got like a wrinkle. It's okay though. Spread that glue out, and now I can see that I need more glue. I'm going to go all the way across. Let's see if I get the corners here. A little bit. I like to put a little extra if I have to. Like this one I can see. This is very thin paper. It's thinner than the other paper I used, I think. But thin paper actually glues down pretty good. All right, let's see. It's got a little wrinkle in it, but that's all right. It's okay. Just gives it more character. Okay, let's do this one. I think this one's going to be kind of wrinkly too, but whatever. Get some more glue on there. When I was looking through the cabinet, I was able to find a bunch of envelopes, different colored ones. Oh, that ripped a little bit. That I can use in different journals, and I put them with the journals. Or in the drawer with, you know, with the stuff for that type of journal. Oh well. It's fine. Put a little bit more glue. It's already drying. Okay. Let's get this down. Try to line it up at the top especially. And I don't need that much on the sides. So, if you push it from the middle, I think it will stick better. And it just did. So, yeah. What I did was I just went and pushed on it with this, and it just kind of wrinkled it up. But that's good. Okay, we'll put this one in here. Let's hope that this is going to work. Oh, beautiful. Okay, this is the last one. Let me see if I can find more paper. I don't know if I have any more of that paper. See, I have this one, but it's too grungy. I'm not going to use that. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, here's some. I need 2 of those. This has become a little bit more work than the one where I could just cut it in half. It's all right, though. Let's see if we can do 2 together. I think I might do that. We want to get rid of this. And let's see, we want it to go to about here. Oh, let's do the bottom too. I wonder if this will cut more than one sheet. I hope I don't ruin the paper if I do this, but I'm going to try it. Line it up on the bottom. Those are not lined up. Now see, the paper is kind of crinkly, but let's try it. It liked it better, I think, with 2 pieces. But I can still see. This one came out really good, but this one's not good. So I'm going to trim that. Oops. Yeah, oops. Oh, boy. Okay. You know, the fibers in the paper have definitely changed. Right, the rest of it I'm going to just cut with the scissors. I'm not messing around anymore. This one's a little crooked. Even though it came out better, it's still crooked. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's cut this. There we go. And then just cut it down that way. Try to get rid of that pencil mark. I want to make sure I have these lined up right. Okay. There we go. This one I can see the pencil mark. Doesn't matter. Okay, so this is collage strips. This is junk. I think we are done with this. I'll put that back where it belongs. It's nice if you can find a spot for some of your supplies and then you know where they are from now on. Just makes life a little bit easier. All right, so I just need to go ahead ink these and glue them. I think what I will do is I will find something to decorate those cards with. And then next video I'll show you what I did, because it's going to get too long. Alright, let's get this down. Yeah, I really like these. I've never made anything like this before. And it just kind of came out of nowhere. That's what happens sometimes, though, when you're creating. I'm going to hold this up so that I think I'll flip it over because I don't like that bottom. Let's see if we can slide it over a little. Now, let's push it out from the middle. And that way you don't get a bunch of wrinkles. All right, now you can use your brusher. And I can definitely see that I need more glue. All the way across. Beautiful. Okay, you can hold this up to the light and then you can kind of see, like I can see right there that there's a little bubble underneath. That's great, okay. All right, so let's do that. This is the last one. I'm kind of glad that I had time today to think about what it was that I wanted to do with these. All right. All right, that's good. Close that up because it's getting dried out. All right. I am going to need my glue, so don't put that away. All right. Just try to line up the top best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect, but at least if they're lined up on the top. Visually, it works when you do that. Okay, so we just push it out from the middle. And I can see I need more glue down here. Oh, maybe not. But I do up here. Okay. All right. That looks good. All right. Let's hope this one fits in there. Doesn't give me any trouble. Oh, beautiful. All right, I'm going to put that away. And I still have quite a bit of this stationery pack that I had gotten. And it also came with these, which I don't even know what these are. I think that's what these cards were in, actually. But you could almost make a journal cover out of that. Because look at the inside is what, that's how I cut my journal covers. And then you could cover this with, maybe you could cover it with one of these. And then you could put something in the middle, just a piece of paper underneath before you glue it on. Put some paper right here. And then glue these on. And then glue in one signature. And you've got yourself a little journal. And isn't that pretty? And then make a topper. Wow. There's a project right there. Another one. Okay, I'll put these over there so that they're all together. And then that is, I think, that's another project. I'm looking forward to coming up with something new, you know, which is great. All right, let me see if I can put this in. This is always a challenge. I have to wear glasses because I can't see without them. Sorry, my fingers are so gluey right now. All right, so let's look at these. We've got our little cards in here. And I'm definitely going to have to, like, let's see. I'm going to trim this up a little. I'm going to have to decorate these somehow. Maybe just put a flower on there that would be fine. I would try to find a flower that matched what I've already put on the front. And then we have these little cards. You can write on the back. I will put a flower on those as well. So everything kind of matches, you know. I do love things to match. I'm a Libra. I love things to balance, and I love things to match. That's sticking out a little bit, but it's okay. We'll tuck it in there. Look at, that's great. Same thing here. Yeah, I love these. That one has a little bubble underneath, but it's all right. All right, so how would I put them in, though? See, I feel like these, you could put them in this way. And then when you pull them out, they're like a little booklet. Or you could put them this way. It doesn't really matter. I'm not sure. Oops. Sorry. Haven't decided. And then I'll put a flower on there that matches underneath in the front. And then we have this last one, which is a little bit different because I used a different paper. So that's fine. Yeah, I haven't decided how I want these to go in. Actually, they slide in easier that way. So I might do that. And it makes more sense because then you put a focal point here and then you write and then you can slip it right back in there. I love that. These are adorable. Okay. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that. Let's see. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear what you think of my projects. I really enjoyed that comment that I got from that new subscriber. And the woman that won, Jessie Miller, she was one of my most recent subscribers. And I used one of those number generators, and that, you know, that was the number I had assigned to her name. And that's how she ended up winning. And I'll be having another subscriber giveaway probably when I get closer to 200. So hope everybody has a nice evening. I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting.